Hi, I am Centimus Prime, and here I'll be showing you a alternate build I made using the parts of the LEGO Disney set 43189, the Elsa and the Nock Storybook Adventures set, a LEGO set for Frozen 2. And let's get into the build. And the first thing that you would notice is that it does look exactly the cover at least looks exactly how it does in the set. This is because it's a very simple set made for little girls. I just happened to have gotten it during a clearance thing. And it happens to have pieces that I would like to use in builds. But the real changes and differences happens when I open the book. Very neat. This build I like to call the Monster Book of Frozen 2. And you can obviously see why. It's obviously based off of the Monster Book of Monsters from Harry Potter. That part is obvious. Here you would see the details for like the teeth. Up here you see like some like icy fangs. Up here you would see like a dark uvula thing. Back here you would have like a posable kind of tongue thing going on. That's cool. And posable eyebrows. Ain't that something? You can like make them look extra angry or extra shocked. Pretty neat. Here's the build fully splayed out and splayed open. Now, a secondary thing I wanted to do with this build is when I have it like fully splayed out like this, I wanted it to extra stuff to look like stuff that's obviously not. That doesn't make it look terribly obviously a monster book. Like, first, I want to focus up here. Up here, you would see that I used the printing down here to my advantage. You see, the printing is like a nice shoreline with some rocks and it's like a river stream thing. So back here you would see mountains that would form the fangs. Back here you would see some rock terrain. Back here you would see some like extra stuff like icicles and stuff. Up here you would see like a mountain, the mountain that you would see form the uvula, and a couple of like trees and stuff. Some like terrain. Up here is like, I wanted this part to look as much like a castle as I can. It looks kind of like a castle. I'd say it ain't a perfect castle, but I wanted it to look somewhat like a castle. Now back here, I do like how I added in like extra doorways and like extra halls. Back here, I used like these like orange drill things as like tree decorations, I think, and some extra icy stuff for details. And then back here, I have like some sort of throne room area with these two guard. I built these two as like guardians or guards. They can rotate their heads a little bit. That's neat. Whoops. My bad. Anyways, you can move them around. And because the set comes with little figures, you can have like, you can see like a little bit of play. You can like play around in this set. You see like a horse there in the wild, or you can see like these like little figurines with the guardians and stuff. And of course there's Olaf. And poor Olaf, because I had to use the carrot pieces that would form his nose. Unfortunately, that just leaves him, poor Olaf, noseless. How unfortunate for him. But oh well. Now let's get into the other spare part, the leftover parts. I do want to note that I did use the spare pieces that are included in the set for stuff like that. So here are the extra parts, or most of them anyways. First of all, there are these pieces. The set is supposed to come with 3 of them, but I couldn't find any uses for these like cockpit pieces for this build. However, I did find a use for one of them in a different mock that I'm working on. Another piece I didn't use is this printed rock face piece. And other leftover pieces are like these clip pieces for the cockpit things. One of these like icicle, like rhombus pieces. And just a few extra things that I had left over from you building this up. We just put this back. Now I actually want to do comparisons. Now it's time for the comparisons. So first of all, the book, the monster book of Frozen 2. next to the little frozen figurines. Here all this is next to a minifigure. That's a standard minifigure. And in case you want to see it, here they are next to my last alternate build. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't have a name like this build, but you can change that, because I'll be letting you know that I'll be looking at the comments. You can write your whatever name you want for this guy down in the comments. I'll really just take whatever's there. Like, you can actually pick out a name for this guy. How cool is that? I could just pick the name, but I figured it would be interesting to let you people choose. And that'll be it for. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe. And of course, I'll be posting again sooner or later.